Defeated Circles is currently 23rd in the demon list, and today I'm going to be making it top 1. I'm doing this because Defeated Circles is my personal favorite level in the game. It has very fun gameplay and the song is also amazing. It is also the hardest 9 circles level in the game currently. Alright, so we already know that the first click is a frame perfect, but I'm gonna make it even harder. Do this little trick. I'm gonna move it right by like 1 inch, so it's like that little bit harder. And I think I just did it on my first try, so I'm actually gonna make it like even harder. Harder. Alright, that's good. I think it's like literally physically impossible almost. Then this jump I'm gonna keep the same because this jump is like really annoying actually. You have to like time it really weirdly somehow. And then I'm gonna keep this part pretty much the same, I think. Maybe I'm gonna move this to the right a bit, like only a little bit. And then this part, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it in or not. Obviously this is like easy difficulty. I'm gonna keep it in. I think it's pretty iconic. And then this part I'm gonna buff a little bit. I made some buffs. I'm gonna buff this saw blade up a bit as well, and this one down. So you have to do like a little straight fly. Then I'm also gonna add my own little saw blade here. So you have to fly in between the saw blades. And then also add one here. Then I'm gonna move this saw blade down a bit. And obviously this beginning of the ship is way too easy for a top 1. So as soon as you hit this ship, you have to hit a pink orb here. And if you don't, then you pretty much just die. Then I'm gonna add one of these saw blades. I think that's about it for this ship section. Obviously this is like really hard by itself, so I'm not gonna buff too much or it's just gonna become impossible. And then these clicks, they're actually, I don't think these are frame perfect. Like, so I'm gonna like buff it by a little bit. And make this one harder as well. Like that. Alright, and it should be good for now. And then this wave, I am gonna immediately move this down. To make it like literally the tightest gap in the whole game. Alright, so at first it was here, and I'm gonna buff it to here. So it's literally like, I don't even know how hard this is. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep it like that. Then this part, I'm gonna buff this saw blade here. So this release is literally like impossible. Wow, that is so tight. Then I'm moving this spike up a bit. Then this famous corridor, I'm gonna move the spikes like just a little bit because this is already like so hard. Alright, and then we have this little like section here which I'm gonna buff. Of course. Right, that should be good. Now this mini wave, I'm gonna move the spikes a little bit. Alright, that should be good. Now, these spikes, I'm actually gonna... Oh, there's so much deco for just one spike. I'm gonna move this spike, like, it was originally here, and now I'm gonna move it here. Because with the mini wave, you go here, yeah. So I'm gonna move it here, so it's literally, like, impossible. Like, this is actually impossible at this point. Like, no way anyone's beating this. Except for one man. No? Okay. Then this part... I'm gonna leave it as it is, because I did enough here. Then this saw blade, I'm gonna move down a bit to make it like literally an impossible gap. And I'm gonna put one here as well, so you can't go through like the top and cheat. And then we're back to the like big wave. I'm gonna make this gap first of all tighter. Then this one I'm gonna move up, so you have to fit through there somehow. I don't know how you're meant to do that, but yeah. And then I'm gonna move this up a bit. And also this one up a bit. Actually, no, that might be impossible. That might actually be too hard now. Like, this is impossible. This is still impossible. And this is possible. And then at the end of this wave, I'm gonna move this saw blade down a bit. So you have to like perfectly time yourself. And then these little small jumps, I'm gonna buff, of course. If I can find the layer, bro. I'm also moving this one a bit. This one. This one. This one. And then this mini wave section is actually like the hardest part of this level, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna move this saw blade down so the gap is tighter here. And I'm also moving this little structure. Oh my god, it keeps selecting the other structure, bro. Right, so I buffed this. Bro, just look at this. Like, this is impossible.
Foreshadowing.
Bro, I don't wanna select this glow. Get out of here, bro. I'm gonna fix this up. It's like dead ass impossible, especially because I have no skill in the editor. But just look at this gap. I'm not even sure if this is possible or not. I mean, it has to be. Then you go down here, you go up here. I'm gonna keep this the same. I'm feeling nice today. And then you have to fit through, you have to like go into the reverse portal, you go down, and then you have to fit through this gap. And I'm gonna make this gap like especially hard. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this the same, so I don't wanna mess with the move triggers and mess something up. I'm gonna buff this little corridor here. Like that. Okay, that's evil, bro. That's actually evil. I'm probably gonna keep the rest of the way the same. Like, look at these gaps, bro. Like, bro. This is hard enough for now. And then I'm gonna make the last gap again. I'm gonna make it harder, like that. And then these spikes, move them like right by like literally an inch. Like that. And now this, like, and now we're almost at the end. We're at like the middle section of this. Buff this click. Why would I not buff it? I'm gonna make it like that, so it's like almost impossible. Then I'm gonna move this spike. Then this little yellow orb click, I'm gonna buff as well. I'm gonna move this top object by like a lot. And then I'm gonna add, alright, I'm actually keeping this the same. I'm actually move this up a bit. It's like hitting the shadows here. I'm gonna move it up a bit. And then this is fine. And then these spikes I'm gonna move to the right. And then I'm gonna make this ship gap tighter. Physically impossible.
Foreshadowing.
I think I'm gonna keep these jumps the same. They're actually pretty hard. Actually, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I've only played this level in like no clip and stuff. Then we have this cute little clubstep monster here with this evil blue orb timing, which I'm gonna make even harder. I'm gonna move this spike up. Alright, that's good. That is near impossible. And then this jump I'm gonna make harder, because why not? This is hard enough already, but I'm gonna make it even harder. And then this I'm gonna keep the same because it looks cool, in my opinion. And then this is almost like the end of the level. This is like the last hard part. And immediately I'm gonna make these spikes harder, because even I can get through it like consistently. Like, that's so hard. Like, you don't even. Right, I fixed it, I think. I mean, it still looks like kind of out of place, but it's fine. And then I actually hate this part so much. I keep hitting this like structure here, so I'm actually gonna buff it so I can hit it even more. Alright, that's fine. That's so much fun. That actually looks so much fun. Just look at this, bro. It actually looks so much fun. And then this part is way too easy, so we're gonna buff it to literal oblivion. And it's pretty much impossible now. I think it is impossible actually. Wait. Okay, that's fine. And then this little structure I'm gonna move down. If this is still like not top 1 somehow, I actually don't know anymore. Like, it has to be top 1 at this point. There's actually no way this is not top 1.
Foreshadowing.
Like, I'm betting my life this is top 1, bro. On everyone's soul, this is top 1. Alright, then we have this little like spammy mini wave section, which is obviously way too easy right now. So I'm gonna buff it. Oh my god, just look at this, bro. Okay, no one's beating this. I'm gonna keep this the same. Actually, no, I'm not keeping this the same. Alright, that's good. Now this part, this spam part, you already know that I'm gonna make it like so much harder. So I'm gonna add my own little spikes here. So I'm gonna copy one of these saw blades and I'm gonna start adding them. Alright, so this like has to be top 1 at this point. Like, there's no way this is not top 1. And then I'm gonna make this gap literally impossible. And then the ending I'm gonna make harder as well, cause why not? I'm such a great human being. No clue if this is even possible anymore. And that's defeated circles if it was top 1. Now I'm gonna show you guys the showcase. Enjoy.